Eli woke up one morning feeling different. The room around him looked the same: his bed, his posters, his desk piled with books. But something was off. He shrugged off the strange feeling and went about his day. As he walked to work, everything seemed normal, yet not quite. People smiled at him, but their faces were unfamiliar, even though he had walked this route 1,000 times before. When Eli arrived at his office, he noticed that the technology was more advanced. His old computer had been replaced with a sleek, touch-free device that responded to his thoughts. Confused, Eli sat down and tried to make sense of it all. That's when his coworker, Mia, approached him. "Morning, Eli? Ready for another day of telepathic brainstorming?" she asked cheerfully. Eli blinked. "Telepathic what?" Mia laughed. "You're always so funny in the mornings. Come on, we've got a big project today." Eli followed her, trying to act normal, but inside, he was panicking. Telepathic brainstorming? He had no idea what that meant. As the day went on, Eli realized he wasn't in his world anymore. Somehow, he had ended up in a parallel universe, one that mirrored his own, but with one major difference. Technology in this world was driven by the mind. In this new world, everyone communicated, worked, and even traveled using mental energy. There were no phones or computers as he knew them. Instead, people sent messages with their thoughts and accessed information directly from a mental network. It was incredible, yet overwhelming. Eli felt out of place, struggling to adapt to this new way of life. Days turned into weeks, and Eli grew more accustomed to the mind-driven technology. He even started to enjoy the ease and speed it offered. But something was missing. Back in his original world, Eli had always cherished the simple act of writing with a pen, reading physical books, and having face-to-face conversations without the intrusion of thoughts. He missed the tactile connection to the world. One night, Eli went to bed thinking about his old life. When he woke up, he found himself back in his familiar room, surrounded by his old comforting technology. The sleek, thought-powered devices were gone, replaced by his trusty laptop and phone. Eli felt a wave of relief, but also a pang of loss. He had a choice to make: stay in this world, where technology was simpler but more personal, or return to the mirror world, where everything was faster and more efficient, but less tangible. Eli thought about how both realities shaped his experiences. In the mirror world, he had achieved more, connected with people faster, and solved problems with incredible speed. But in his original world, he felt more grounded, more human. He valued the slow pace that allowed him to think deeply and appreciate the little things. In the end, Eli chose to stay in his original world. He realized that, while the mirror world offered amazing possibilities, it lacked the personal touch that made life meaningful to him. He preferred the reality where he could write a letter by hand, hold a book, and speak to someone without sharing every thought instantly. This experience changed Eli's perspective on his own world. He no longer saw his old technology as outdated or slow, but as something that connected him to the physical world and the people around him in a way that felt real. He learned that progress isn't just about speed or efficiency. It's about finding balance and staying true to what makes us feel alive. From that day forward, Eli embraced the technology of his world with a renewed sense of appreciation. He understood that the value of life didn't lie in the tools we use, but in how we use them to connect with others and with ourselves.